probably protect me here. Still take a bunch of damage from the Death Scarab, I guess. I probably will just leave, yeah. Well, that's the thing, is we don't know what's in the Minotaur loot pile. It could very well be worth it. So if I can find a way to safely do this, we should do it. It's just a matter of man-moding the Minotaur after blowing half my inventory getting through this CBT session. Well, I don't know. If Treeform got me through this, I mean, remember, we're immune to negative energy, so we wouldn't be getting drained by Mr. Hydra, and he does less damage than a real Hydra, only 14 damage per head. So I'd be taking almost no damage from the Hydra as a tree. The only danger would be the Scarab. And I tell you, Lignify is not a big price to pay to get through this room. And then if I feel like it, I don't have to spend any more resources getting through this shit. I can just bail out, you know? It's just a matter if I want to burn a haste or not. If I don't burn the haste, then we're doing some pretty risky business. If I drink Attraction, we can actually make use of Attraction and make sure the Scarab doesn't get away from me. My plan is Invis for the Minotaur, and in fact we can Invis versus the Scarab too. They removed the add block term command within the past hour. Wow, they probably didn't want people to block their... They didn't want people to... Holy shit, man. That's infuriating. I hate these fucking people so much. Oh, hey, you don't like our political thing? You don't like our new political thing? Oh, you don't want to see that while you're streaming? Well, too bad. Hold on a second. Just give me 1 second here. Give me 1 second here. Let's go to the old dashboard. Let's go to the old preferences, moderation. Blocked terms and phrases. So why would they let you go here but then take the command away? I don't think the mods can do it. I think literally I have to do it. It's like, because it's in the dashboard now apparently. They change it every 24 hours, Vidiot. I guess it's an attempt to distract away from the sort of Orwellian unpersoning of Gutex. Huh, this is interesting. I just turned it off, but you were able to use it. Let me mess with this again. Yeah, probably... Honestly, if I was like an Orwellian sort of dickhead who wanted to ensure that nobody can block the things that I want people to see, I would probably, if I was in their shoes, add an exception that stops people from blocking that particular thing. So it probably shows up on the list and then does nothing. Just if I had to guess. You gotta enable auto mod? Interesting. Level 0 auto mod is off. Okay, this is like stuff that... Okay, your auto mod settings custom. Interesting, so you can turn it on just for... No, it says auto mod is off still. Interesting, so it's like you have to have it... Well, hold on. Let me, Alright, try it now. Because I don't want to turn on the stuff that filters other random stuff. Alright, based. Not a big fan of censorship, but I just don't want to see that shit. I don't want to, like, every time I see it, it's going to encourage me to go on a rant about exactly how fucked up Twitch's moderation is. Hey Zeldest, what's up? So I'm not going to let them push their politics on my channel, basically. Yeah, Octopode Artificer, we're trying to decide if we can do this safely or not. I'm doing it. Okay, Lignify. I should have taken off the dagger first. See, it can't do any damage to me. I didn't even really need to haste. I'm glad I did, but why are you trying to censor me too? That's right. That's the world we live in, bro. It's a censor or be censored world. I'll add kappa. Anyway, there's a book. We can probably safely do this. We won't have to fight the... Yeah, we're fine to do this. This should be fine. We don't have to fight... the Ocklob until we kill this stuff. And the thing is, we have our core. I'd be a little more reticent to fool with this stuff if I didn't have our core. But I do. So we just win. Good Gels Gravitas. It's kind of a meme. It's better than it used to be, I suppose. But if I was playing a Kobold Transmuter of Death Menos, I'd be way more concerned with being a Blade Hands man. Or stat form if I could find it. Okay, that was a Necromancy book. Technically, using Animate Skeleton and Animate Dead would be right if I wasn't Gozag, but... Gels Gravitas feels very cute to use with Immolate, but in general it's just not a very good mana versus damage proposition. Okay, let's wear the Ring of Ice. Good. Hopefully the Minotaur doesn't have See Invisible, but even if he does, we have plays that we can do. Uh-oh. We're not as tanky as I thought I was. Can I win here? If I go below 50, I'm gonna... Shit. Alright, I'll Lignify. Take off the dagger and just slap around with the branches. Getting good use out of Lignify today. I will Lignify for a second time. Das right. There we go. We had to use a whole bunch of Lignify. It's worth it, though. Totally worth it. I mean, they're just better, Adort. I mean, there's no change that nerfed them after that, so they're simply a better species than they were before. Lignify gives a massive unarmed damage bonus, actually. It's great. Even with no training, it's great. Alright, we're not going to do this because this could summon any kind of random horse shit on my head, so we're going in. I mean, Ghoul seems way more powerful. Okay. 12 javelins. He doesn't have See Invisible. He can do so much damage, though, and he doesn't give a shit about my shield. So being next to him is actually really dangerous. Piss. I was hoping we could get, like, a real stab on him. Yeah, this isn't right. We're going to acid, and we're going to hope that he misses me a bunch, basically. Yeah, you can throw stuff at me, that's fine. Melee, got him. Okay, that worked out. We used a whole lot of resources. Probably about time for me to train some throwing, even though I don't want to, just so I can kill Hydras. Oh, hey, another ring of protection. Cool. We're maxed out on ring slots. Not bad. This was worth it. This was worth the invest, the time invest, or the resource invest to get this done. This was actually quite great. By the way, I still haven't purchased the Hat of the Alchemist. I should go do that. Hey, Toasted, what's up, buddy? Completely worth losing a couple points of AC, let me tell you what. Alright. Not bad at all. Not bad at all to have all my resistances covered. Pretty sick, in fact. It's MR Plus, they just renamed it. Same exact thing. Be nice if there was, if I could do like word filters, like 4chan, so that I could word filter PogChamp to the old, to like a custom emote. But that's too much fun. Too much fun. If I had my own streaming platform, I would have, we could do some fun things with word filters like that. Malcolm Rose. Sorry, I'm insufficiently leftist. I could never be a PogChamp in the New World Order. You have to be a registered Democrat to be a PogChamp. As sick as possible. 2, 3, one more time. 1, 2, 3, one more time, and he should die. Yes, Larger Tongue of Order has resist mutation. They probably have it in a database somewhere, yeah. Okay, time to see the most tedious strategy of all time. As sick as possible. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Shit. Come on, bro. Don't put the non-poison guy in front. Here we go. I don't like having two of them able to attack me at the same time. I guess I'll just poison more than one at once. But yeah, after 3 turns, then the poison has dropped down enough for you to want to re-poison them, basically. If you're winning, you're doing it right. That's true. These guys should die of poison in the back, but they might not because these guys have a whole lot of HP. That was random energy. Nice. You know what? I'm going to reset. Oh wait, never mind. He dies of poison. Cool. Based. Yeah, Toasted Zergling. They've done that in certain forks like B-Crawl, and I think it was a great change. Takes away a good bit of unnecessary tedium and sort of weird optimization. A Bunyip, a Ghost Moth, or a Cyclops. Those are 3 things I don't want to mess with, so we're not going to be trying to polymorph this Hydra today. Jeez. Alright. You're going to see me do something I pretty much never do. Training throwing to 5. We don't I mean, outside of just like spamming. I could do like a cute little File of Floods flame trick, I guess, but that would just make the Hydra move very, very quickly. I'm like double checking what I have quivered here. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What an auto-explorer. What an auto-explorer, you guys. How dangerous and how horrible. This isn't GG. We have enough evasion and shield that it's unlikely for it to kill us, and we do have the thing is that we have 37 evasion due to our due to our acrobats, so calm down, Doctor. Now is not the time for fear. That comes later. Well, we have a blink. I don't want to burn it. I am going to try to get random energy on this guy, because with my 37 EV, assuming I can keep that... Oh, you guys did both do a Bane meme. Just separate Bane memes, that is pretty legit. Okay, so there's our random energy. Even if he had gotten a swing on me, I felt really, really confident we'd stay alive. Unfortunately, the random energy didn't stick around long enough. He keeps getting something in his favor. But yeah, 37 EV makes this very, very, very unlikely that I die in one hit. So I think I can bail myself out of the idea of using my one and only blink. Overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. Wait a minute, that's not Bane. Cool. Okay, well that was pants pooping. Go down hatch? Hell no. There he is. Well, File of Floods doesn't even help that much. He'll just walk right through it due to the fact that there's no freaking elemental anymore. Gosh, this game. A slow and hilarious killer. Well, we could net him. The ban list I just filed for the tournament lists me, the other crawl devs, but only one of you. It doesn't do any. There's no elemental. It just does damage and silences sometimes, and makes water. The condenser vein is good. I'm not so convinced about tremor stones. Like, it's good, but unreliable. Condenser vein is the only reliable one. Vene's amazing. Vane is outrageous. It's better than clouds in some ways. Yeah, there's no way to kill this Hydra safely for this character. Closest thing would be to throw nets and then throw a bunch of javelins. Hey, how you doing, man? Yeah, this character can't safely use tremor stones. Gosh, I don't want to auto-explore. I don't want to auto-explore because I'm going to end up next to a goddamn Hydra again. You know what? With 37 EV, I'm okay. Okay. Can I dig through the Hydra? Wouldn't that be nice? Vane can do poison clouds, yeah. Alright. Okay, let's try this. Okay, that was very intensive, but we got our net back, believe it or not. How about that? Okay, that's the other Hydra. I believe we saw him before. Let's just see how boomerangs do versus him. This is more of a test than anything with our current skill, which is not very good. It's not enough. So we're going to need to do the same trick with the net, but let's try to let's get a little more experience, you know, pump up that throwing. Again, I almost never do that just because I can get away with not doing it, but I want to make my life easier and be able to kill hydras. We could leave the hydra on the floor, and that's certainly an option, but another option would be to blow my lignification, which would be pretty safe actually. What does it matter if there's a flame weapon lying around? There's not a cutting flame weapon, but even if there was, I don't want to be in melee with him without something like lignify up. I wonder if I should be using my flame instead. Okay, that can knock dudes back. Cool. I should have been using the file the whole time then for the steam. Is it 6 throwing? Yeah, you're right, actually. Uh-oh, there is another 7-headed hydra. Poop. Our net is gone. No, TRJ is not immune to nets unless you're talking about B-Crawl. He should probably be immune to nets, if I'm being honest with you. Oh, we could torment. We legit could torment here. The ultimate strategy. Another thing we could do is enslave some stuff. Oh, you're talking about acid. You can actually still apply the debuff even if something's immune to acid, which is kind of funny. Tormenting for the Hydra. I like where this run is going. Oh man. Well, if I torment 6 flame, might be enough to take him out. But if it doesn't work, then you're going to have to see me blink away, which kind of blows. So I think we're going to do... Yeah, Megabats only exist in the 1 vault. Why no imps? Because I forgot that I had that spell. We could certainly do that. Yeah, I completely forgot that I had memorized that. Yeah, that could probably be enough. I was promised imps. The thing is that it can slow them, so this is actually sufficient. If I can just keep getting white imps. Oh no, now it's a streak by committee. No, you are thinking of B-Crawl, Adort. Crimson Imps do not have Throw Flame. That was a very interesting change to B-Crawl, which is terrifying, dangerous, and probably pretty cool, to be honest. We have Petrify now. Well, why would you play mainline? I'm only doing it because Man asked me to, and because I wanted to increase my streak as a sort of middle finger to the crawl devs. Alrighty, so we have Petrify. That would get us on our way to stat form, but we have no stat form, so probably not going to bother learning spells just yet. Well, they complain vigorously and often about the fact that I have the world record streak and try to find ways to denigrate it. Is what I'm referring to. What to replace? We'll replace Resist Corrosion. We don't need that because our hat is doing that for us. Sticking it to Bitcoiners by buying Bitcoin. I see your point, and in a sense you're certainly right. But whatever, I like having the world record. I gotta be careful here. Blink frogs are terrifying for somebody with no AC. Will I do a null delver if I donate on your streaking account? That would be the only delver I'd be willing to do. but I don't want to do a Delver, so it would have to be a pretty substantial donation for me to risk the streak for that, because that would essentially be an unavoidable chance of just losing. Null is by far the best Delver, though, I think. How far did I get with Battle Brothers? Well, I'm afraid that I don't know who Michael Rose is, so... on a non-streamed game, I messed around with some late game stuff and determined it was really hard to do without save scumming. I believe that I pretty much solved the early and mid game, but I never really got to the point where I felt super confident about stuff like the Black Monolith. Yeah, Delver is terrifying. It's pretty sad when I'd rather play a Chaos Knight than another class, you know. We should be okay. Even with this on the board, we should be okay. Yeah. Okay, terrific. Let's get some more HP. In fact, let's just take this guy to 15. Yeah, you can go up floors, but if you run into a Centaur or a Hound or, like, Grinder or anything dangerous, really, you've got a serious issue at that point. This thing is not resistant to poison, believe it or not. As sick as possible, so we'll just walk away. And keep throwing stuff at him while the poison hurts him. Oops, let's cast an Imp, yeah. Got him. If D1 through 4 were just eliminated entirely, oh my god, you're a sadist. What an idea, bro. This is too dangerous. Shit. How much damage? 3d18. Piss. I mean, I have RF, but... that just sounds terrifying as how that sounds. Let's read Telly. Okay. That was a bit dangerous. Oh no! Oh no, I'm glad I have a ton of EV. Let's polymorph her. Hey look, it's a female character that they didn't gender swap. Out of pure laziness. Notice how I don't have a problem with this character existing? Because it's not lazy writing. I do have Identify Scrolls. Oh yeah, I did have our poise. I still wanted to polymorph her, of course. Because, she does a decent amount of damage in melee. Yeah, we took the Curare. See? Curare will be really handy, potentially. Would have been more handy earlier on in the game, but I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth. If you're the best at this game, you should be okay to start another account for Delver, only streaking, the only real streak, ultra hard mode. I mean, it would be possible to streak every Delver. I just don't think it would be a very fun experience. And I think that every single game would be an unavoidable chance of death. Ooh, Reflection. I want that more than Acrobat. I guess I probably want Acrobat more at this exact moment, but as soon as I get above about 100, 100 HP, we should be okay. Mummy Delver would be the worst one, because you can't use potions. Oh yeah, I will not play a Delver. I mean, even the best Delver possible, which is Null Delver, I would not play on this streak unless I was feeling particularly reckless, you know? Or somebody bribed me to do so. Had to be a pretty substantial bribe, though. One whole Bitcoin. Yeah, I'll take 1 Bitcoin to do Delver on this streak. Hell, I'll do like 3 Delvers for a whole Bitcoin. How about that? Do we have importation? We do not. I'm not going to bother risking to fight all those guys, not with the plant gone. Deep Dwarf is not the best Delver, believe it or not. I thought it might be when I first started thinking about it too, but you really just want to have, in my opinion, I think you want to have the most stealth possible, which makes it null. I don't want to just walk away from a Mamba like this, but we should be okay. What? This guy's just chilling here? Okay, we have a friend. You run away, and I will rest and get my HP back. Wait a minute. I should be more careful. There's a dispersal trap. Okay. If I can just clear out little pieces of this floor. Oh, hey, this is why I can't tab a Death Yak, yeah? No, I didn't train stealth anymore. It's not really necessary. About stat form, how should I use it, Kilmatronic says. I imagine I should still try to keep fights one-on-one, if possible, sure. But should I at least... It should at least allow me to solo kill boulder beetles. As long as you have enough unarmed combat training, you should completely wreck boulder beetles. Oh no. Oh, piss. I messed up. I can't walk away now safely. I have to burn Blink. I screwed up here. Well, actually... So he can do 30 damage. I don't have any GDR. Curing only restores 5 to 11. We need to heal at least 8 of it to be 100% sure we don't die here. I could, I suppose I could like tree form or something, and that would guarantee that I survive at least 1 turn just from the extra HP, and from the GDR. But then I would be in a horrid situation. I forget if Ambrosia heals immediately, but even that would be not a good idea, because then I'm in a situation where if he does max damage that turn, it's a problem. We basically have to use the Blink Scroll, because I fucked up and got too reckless. This is really, really bad, on account of the fact that it's my last Blink. I believe in combination with the fact that I would have GDR at that point, absolutely. Hate to use my last Blink that way. Well, see, that's the thing, is my defenses are great, but none of them guarantee that he won't just slap me for 30 damage, you know? I could Knight of Kited him on the water once he was already next to me. They avoid the water if you do that. Yes, yes. Yes. Why haven't I called a shop? because I haven't needed to, basically. If I could be guaranteed to call a scroll shop right now, I would have done that by now. The items that you get in the shops, they roll higher the higher level you are. So it actually behooves you to just chill out and wait, and not call them for a really long time if you don't need them. Although without a blink scroll, I think I'm about to the point where I'm going to decide that I need shops, just to be really, really comfortable. Not having a blink scroll is a pretty terrifying situation on most characters, but especially on an octopode. We've only found 2, and I ID'd one of them, so you know. Boy, I wish we had condenser vein. No, I believe that's how it used to be, Mike Donace. It used to be based on depth, but now it's based on level. I like character level better. These guys could shove me off staircases. However, if I go here, they cannot. You've heard character level doesn't matter? Well, the last time one of my friends code dived it for me, I mean, I haven't bothered to code dive it myself, maybe I should. But I'm pretty sure they showed me the code and I concurred. It has changed. Okay, this didn't quite work out. Let's go to this other staircase. Just tearing through my imps. Okay. Can I have some white imps, please? Yeah, I didn't like the branch-based one, because it encouraged you to, like, specifically summon your shops in goofy places. Hey, let me just go down to Slime 5 and summon a shop. Some people call shops immediately after they have enough gold for Potion Petition. I think that's a horrible idea because Potion Petition is so strong. Oh, after they still have enough gold for Potion Petition. I like to have as many Potion Petitions available as possible because if I screw up badly enough, I'm going to end up in a position where it's like I need to cast Potion Petition like 8 times in a row. Okay, this guy's slow. I should be able to Wand of Flame him to death. Yep, he gets distracted and goes straight for the imp and he dies. Oh, sweet. Two white imps. See, the ice that they cast can slow him. It's very, very good. Oh, come on. I'll use acid just to be safe. Hey, there's my blink scroll. We no longer need to make a shop. I probably will end up making a shop at some point, but I mean, honestly, what does this character need? He needs books, really. You just got Hydra killed when you stared at us from near full HP. Well, that's what I'm trying to say is, like, even if you have full HP, depending, or even close to full HP, you know, let's look at a Hydra. So this gentleman has 1 head. He's the example Hydra. He does 18 damage. But for each head, he gets 18 more damage. So if you do not have guaranteed damage reduction, if you're like an octopode who is in his normal form, or just a random dude with a robe on or something, there's no guarantee that your AC does anything, there's no guarantee that your evasion does anything, and there's actually no guarantee that your shield does anything if you're lucky enough to have one. So multiply 18 by the number of heads, and that's the damage that you might take if you're one of those people. And even if you do have GDR, guaranteed damage reduction, it's probably going to reduce less than you think. Octopode Hunter. This was almost an Octopode Hunter, actually. That was one of my choices for relatively strong octopodes. It's a good combo. Hunter in general is just a really good background. Yeah, Lernie does 18 damage per head. Of course, she has 27 heads, so kind of a different story there. So I'm shouting because I don't feel like getting teleported by explore traps. He doesn't want to get hit. Alright, I tried to go up and I got shoved off by the imaginary elephant. Help, I'm being cucked. Oh, this is horrible. I thought for sure we would be able to kill that guy. I don't want to teleport on this floor. I guess I will. Okay, that worked out. That could have easily gone quite badly. Bro, really? Bro, really? We missed a flame, an acid, and then another acid. This guy can do up to 50 damage to me. I see you, Kilmatronics. Alright, I can't die here. Not in the next round. I just can't believe acid just missed so many times. I sure wish I had Ice Blast still. Okay, there we go. Now let's pull this guy up. Jesus Christ, this game. We actually hit the Bogart and didn't kill him. There we go. Rip Bogart. Yeah, this will be my first time doing New Swamp. This is our 4th game, but it's only the first one where we've gotten New Swamp. So it'll be interesting, I guess. What's my current skilling? We're just training fighting. Just getting HP. I'm probably memeing myself a little bit here. I really wish we had stat form or some kind of transmute. I guess we have Petrify with that. I mean, you'll see me get Petrify in advance sometimes, but I don't think this is a character where I do it. How many wins ahead are we? Well, there's Man who kind of purposefully stopped at 51, so he's pretty close. And then Elliptic is the guy who originally had the world record, who lost his at 34, and now he has another one that's at 35. You should get some spells. Probably, but this character is so married to the idea of being melee that I don't really want to blow training on anything that doesn't put me closer to stat form. With the help of Gozag, we should be able to get that book. Yeah, RF is covered. But yeah, until we have stat form online, this is going to be mildly miserable because we're not going to have GTR. 58 wins implies to me that every game is winnable. No, not necessarily. Most games are winnable, but any game where you go downstairs and take a few steps and then like a centaur with an acid wand shows up on D3, unfortunately has a chance of killing you regardless of anything. And there's a few other whack-ass things like that, like shafts that can just dump you next to stuff that kills you instantly. But yeah, most games are winnable. I mean, but it's not like every Delver game is winnable, you know? For example, it's not like every Chaos Knight game is winnable. I would say that 99.99% of like Berserkers or Artificers are certainly winnable, but in general, just because the acid thing still exists and because shafts still exist. Yeah, and they're like sometimes random horseshit just spawns on D1. I've seen bullfrogs on D1 relatively recently, I think. You know, stuff that just shouldn't be possible, but apparently is. And some of like the people who are close with the devs make really wacky suggestions like, gee, let's put adders on D1 again. Shaft is the strongest D1 monster. It's so crazy to me that they never remove shafts from D1, D2, D3. Water Moccasin D2, yep. We just took like max damage. Time to teleport. We'll go find that guy again. Try this again. He sure is doing well. Yeah, you can be paralyzed through our poise. It just reduces the chance. It doesn't eliminate it for hornets. This is the final floor of depths, by the way, which is one of the reasons why this is so ugly as hell, you know? Yeah, exactly, Rogue Shenanigans. So it's like the problem is that this game does offer a completely unavoidable chance of death, and it would be so easy to fix that. They just refuse to do it. It's not like they don't know, but they have this extremely dumb idea that this is actually good design. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me, but there's no talking sense into these people. They will not listen to you if you're outside of their little fart huffer club, you know? Unless you spend a good couple months sucking up to them, they don't really give a shit what you have to say. And if you dare to criticize them about anything and you don't walk on eggshells sufficiently, they will not just ignore you, they will try to ban you from everything. So, unfortunately, like, you're going to need to go to a fork or a fork dev like BHauth if you want to have somebody give you the time of day. Okay, this is dangerous as hell. I don't really want to be put to sleep, so we're going to go up immediately. Two, three. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You can taste the salt? Of course I'm salty. I mean, wouldn't you be salty? Why wouldn't I be annoyed about that kind of management of a community? Especially being on the receiving end of some of the worse examples of their behavior. Yeah, Ebring invented exploration traps. They used to be sort of hard set on particular tiles. I mean, you could still certainly explore into them, and that was a problem in and of itself, but it wasn't quite the same. For example, you were always safe on a staircase. Unsure why that needed to be changed, but whatever. Alright, we don't have Phyla Floods anymore. Wait a minute, what am I doing? Please slow the Hydra, sir. Freezes the Hydra, but does not slow him. Are you going to force me to blink? Well, that's the thing, Mike. I think that the fact that you could safely stair dance before and now you can't change things significantly. Yeah, it's actually more dangerous to go downstairs than to take a step now, because it reveals more tiles. Optimal play in my game? Unacceptable. Okay, how about javelins? Nope. Oh, no, no, no. There we go, he's slow. Nice. Oh, there was a script, wasn't there? I don't know. It seems to me that the trap change was less of a fix and more of a gigantic middle finger to people who were doing something clever, you know? I mean, it was clear that the system was broken before, but I really think it was just like, oh, you broke our broken system even further? Well, Well, screw you. Now you just get trapped. Which is honestly the way that they react to a lot of things in this game. I'm reminded of, what's that thing Doesn't He was talking about that he found really stupid? There's an enemy in Elf, the Deep Elf Death Mage, that has this wacky spell, Twisted Resurrection, which is actually really cool. It gives them permanent abomination allies if there's corpses around. And there was this really sweet thing you could do, and I personally thought this was janky as hell and cool, which is that you could enslave them with retinue, and then you could get permanent A-bomb allies. It was just really fun. And then Doesn't He was like, well, this spell is shouldn't be in the game at all for a number of reasons. And he named some pretty good reasons, honestly. Basically, like, it's just like, it kind of creates these perverse incentives for the player to kind of make sure corpses are not around, even if they, even if they're like a species that doesn't eat, you know, so like, mummies would want to butcher, and then eventually they made it so mummies couldn't butcher, so it was like this very weird situation. Now you can't butcher at all. Anyway, his suggestion for the fix was just take it out of the game. But instead, the weird, spiteful solution was just to make it so you couldn't get that as your ally anymore. Like, they just won't cast Twisted Resurrection, which is very unintuitive. Like, there's no thing that tells you, like, oh, if you make a slave of this death mage, he won't do us one of his spells, you know? So they still have the spell, but you can't benefit from it. Yes, I had to resort to an op species. So remember how I said that Telly is terrifying and shitty? Well, here's a great example. I could get put to sleep here by these two dream sheep, and my life would just be ruined. I am forced to blink here. There is no other safe option. I could fear, I suppose, but there's no guarantee that would work. Invis is safe? Nope. Nope, I have tested that. When you are invis, there is still a chance to be put to sleep. I thought that might be the case too, but they can still guess your location and just kind of sprinkle, sparkle, and you're done. Well, I'm not going to take a risk like that on a streak. I wish we had the condenser vein. That'd be really good here. I could telly out of this. In my ideal world, I don't do that because I could land next to those dream sheep. Blink isn't 100% safe either because there could be more sheep up there. Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I generally don't think about things like that if I'm at full HP, because if you start getting bogged down in concerns like that, it's like, well, at that point nothing is safe, and you just choose, you know. But the blink is, I think, probably the least likely to kill me there, and I did survive, so it's okay. But yeah, I can't be meleeed by this hornet or else I die. Or could be. Any dark square could have an orb of fire in it, it's true. God, this Tella is horse shit. I could File of Floods and Wand of Flame to create steam, which is pretty cool. As I fight here, those dream sheep are going to show up. I don't really have a choice. I have to telly. And there he is. So we will fog and just buy some time. And it looks like I tallied anyway. Let's get to a staircase. Guess what? I don't like tally traps. Oh, wyverns are fast, aren't they? He keeps going behind that guy. It's annoying. Let's File of Floods. Let's Wand of Flame. You can jump out of the way if you want to, but I'm just going to Wand of Flame you. Oh, it must have died of poison. Okay. You probably would have done Fear Telly. Yeah. You mean in the situation where the two dream sheep were on board? On the board? That would have been a legitimate... Did you know that there are many ways that you can help support this channel? Read about them on rosecrypto.com/support. At Rose Crypto, you can learn all about cool things like the Brave web browser, Bitcoin, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.